Great. Well, it's been a long time coming. You know, we've been planning this now for 2 or 3 months, and Project Smile is something that just has been really big and heavy in my heart. I had a powerful spiritual experience when I came back from South Africa, my TEDx, and the whole TEDx was such a crazy experience. I get a phone call from a guy and says, "Hey, you want to do a TEDx?" I'm like, "Sure." He says, "Great, get a plane ticket to South Africa." I'm like, "Gulp, South Africa?" Like, really? He says, "Yeah, it's no big deal." I'm like, "Okay, when?" And so I've got two, not young boys, but two teenagers, an older and a younger. I couldn't leave them by themselves for over a week. So family jumped in and got on a plane and had a couple of really powerful experiences. The TEDx went fantastic. It's online, you can see it. And I meet a man who's there. His name is Praise. In fact, randomly, haven't talked to Praise in a while, randomly Praise texted me this morning, asked me, "How you doing, Joe?" And I'm like, "Great, you know, getting ready to launch the Smile today." And it was because of him. Because basically Praise, he's 33 or 34, he lives in Tanzania, and he came up to me after the TEDx and was just sitting there having dinner, and I asked him his story. And he said, "I grew up in a village in the Serengeti, and no shoes, literally, you know, no water, just a kind of a typical village." And he said, "But everybody thought I was crazy." And I was like, "Why? Like, what did that mean to you?" He says, "Well, I heard voices." I said, "Really?" He says, "Yeah, I heard voices that would guide me on how to start a tourism business. I was 13, 14 years old. Well, to me, when he said that, and I never asked Praise, do you think that's God or not? I believe it's God. And everybody kind of thought he was nuts. His words. And I said, "Well, you know, it's fantastic." Well, now 15 years later, he's got a nationally known tourism company where you want to go to the Serengeti and watch the migration or watch lions or you name it. He's born and raised. And what I realized right then is so many people around the world, their parents don't have access to information, so their grandparents certainly didn't. And young people, if you don't have access to information, then you're basically going to repeat the same action steps of the people of your past. And that's where we came up with the idea Project Smile, which is a free educational website. We're launching it today, here in the next 4 minutes, and it's all free. You can go on there, and young kids can learn basic math, they can learn basic reading, 1st through 6th grade, and we have a lot of programs on there. We've got over 20 of them now, to where if you want to become an entrepreneur, you can become an entrepreneur. We're going to teach you how. And a very cool feature of the site is that we have a mentor page where mentors from around the world are going to be sharing their experiences of hope with people. And anybody that wants to go can watch their videos. So real exciting. It's 3 minutes away. We're going to launch, and between you and me and who's ever watching this video, I have no idea what I'm going to say to people here shortly, but I'm just going to let my heart speak, and Project Smile is getting ready to launch in 3 minutes. So when I'm looking